coming from the great matriarch scholar, revolutionary scholar, Drusilla Dunjee Houston, the ancient Kushite Empire, the wonderful Ethiopians of the ancient Kushite Empire. I'm dealing with page 2. What does it say? I'm starting from the third sentence from the top. You understand? To the right, the rich merchants of the ancient Indian commerce had been Dravidians. One of their great kingdoms was Pandya, so noted in the Sanskrit writings. The Nandas in Bihar, of whom the great Chandragupta sprang, and his greater grandson Askia, were non-Aryan. These were of the supposed to be degraded Sudra, Sudan. You see what I'm saying? Sufi. You see, the Tashaka, it says Tashak, but Tashaka and Naga nations, who figure so largely in Sanskrit traditions, are words purely African. And so Tashaka is the king of the Nagas. And we're talking about half serpent, but then you have certain peoples like the Khmer, the Mon Khmer, who came over from Africa on the monsoons. And we can go through their civilization and show so much with the black woolly-headed Buddha, Christ. You understand what I'm saying? The Tashaka and Naga nations, who figure so largely in Sanskrit traditions, are words purely African. Wow. Got the great mother backing us up. And niggas still, you know why? Because you didn't talk. So, you know, and so what, when she say it, is she speaking from the oppressors? Definition, or she's speaking from a revolutionary African position? We got to ask that question. And so even not just, Naga, we got Naga Sudan and you got Nag Hammadi. You understand what I'm saying? In Africa. And so when we go to Naga is the royal city of ancient Sudan. It just wasn't any city. It was the royal city, sacred to Apatamak, the lion-headed deity that was taken to India by the Kushites, which we're going to deal with. You see right there, Naga, and you got Wad Ben Naga. You see what I'm saying? And so we see this is the royal city of the Nubians, one of the royal cities. And so as you got Naga Sudan, you also got Nag Hammadi, where they find. Now, how is it? Everything that I'm saying, from Naga Sudan, a royal city, a divine city of worship, of a Apatamak. Then you go to Nag Hammadi, where they finding some Gnostic text that's revealing some information, clearing, bringing some clarity to a lot of the misinterpretations of the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Showing that there was other books outside of the ones in the book. You understand what I'm saying? With a different story showing you that this shit was made up as they went, and that there was scrolls all over saying this, saying that, and they just chose what they wanted to choose. You understand? To send the minds of the world down a small lane of understanding to where they could be controlled. And so we see here even Nag Hammadi, which is very similar to Nag Champa. Because when you go to the Ham, you see Cham, C-H-A-M, is also the same as Ham, which means black. So you got Nag Hammadi and you got Nag Champa, okay, which is coming out of the same terminology, black, also symbolizing, when you say Nag and symbolizing the cobra, symbolizing the serpent, you're dealing with immortality. You're dealing with an infinite conscience, which is synonymous with deity, which you cannot understand because you're too caught up in your oppressor's understanding, which is so small. And that's why you niggas can read, but you do not understand. You can speak, but your words are mute because you don't have the true understanding. So you're dealing with Isis, Egyptian Isis, throne in Hathor. The Roman Isis carries the Hathor milk jug and sistrum and wears a cobra uraeus. The cobra uraeus is a Greek word possibly derived from Egyptian, she who rears up. In legend, Isis is the creatress of the first uraeus. The uraeus cobra species Naja, Najee, which ain't no Naja, ain't no J's. We got to come up off of that. See, it's Naga. You understand? Nagi. You see when them Hagi. Naga, Hagi was a symbol of Lower Egypt and was often paired with the Upper Egyptian vulture. So you got to see that, in reality, the serpent of Egypt was a Naga in expression and in frequency. It was a Naga. You see what I'm saying? When it was spoken Naga, not Najee. Okay, we got to quit because them Europeans that went over there, and that's some goddamn some European shit that ain't got nothing to do with Africa. And so you see right there, that's a Naga Najee, that's the Egyptian cobra. But you also got the Naga nigricollis, okay, which is the black spitting cobra, which you can find in West Africa and even into Europe, I believe. You see what I'm saying? So you see right there in Africa, the term is Naga. You can say Najee if you want to. You understand? Or Naja if you want to. It's Naga. Okay? This ain't no goddamn J's, and I'm gonna deal with that. But the basilisk, okay? King of the serpent. So when you get to the Catholics who are in veneration of Isis under the misnomer, the Black Madonna or Mary, you'll see that Basilica, St. Peter's Basilica. See, Basilisk is the king of the serpents, but Basilica is the feminine expression. It's the queen of the serpent. Who is that queen? It's Isis. It's Isis. And so if you don't understand that, and you don't understand, the expressions, you just reading to be reading. Is you reading to get a clear understanding, or you just reading to be reading? So when you look at even in the hieroglyphs, you see that you got many expression of Isis, but in one expression, you see that at the bottom, you see the throne. You also see the queen cobra, and you know that it's a cobra because you see the hood. You understand when it spreads its hood out. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's a cobra. So when you hear Negus, you can take the ST off because the ST means king. Means king. So kings, Negus Nagas, king of kings. But when you break it down and you understand that Negus is king and Naga is in his serpentine expression, if you say Negus, Naga, it means king cobra, which is the zoo type, the divine zoo type of the pharaohs and many deities. Okay, which we gonna see. So if you say niggas and you see that I in there, you understand what I'm saying? And that expression is also taken even when you say Nagini. You got the Naga, but you got the Nagini, you use the I. So even in that expression, the Ethiopian, the Cushites use the I when they speaking in feminine, and so do the Cushites of the Hindu Kush. You see what I'm saying? So when you say niggas Naga, that's queen cobra. So here you see the pharaohs, the deity, which is a deity, taking the expression of the Naga. You see, so this was long before even India. You understand what I'm saying? This was before India. You understand what I'm saying? Who you think took it to India? You see what I'm saying? And so when you see the Nemesis crown, it's nothing but the hood of the cobra. It's nothing but the hood of the cobra representing the warrior king poised to strike. Again, showing you the Western Kush, Africa, the Naga, and then you see it in the Eastern Kush, Asia. Even the wing, so you got different forms of the Naga. You also got the Naga with the wings. And so you see that expression is also taken in India, and it was brought to the Americas where you get Quetzalcoatl. You understand what I'm saying? Represented also with a human face, but also as the winged serpent. And so again, you see right here, Negus, a title of Ethiopian royalty, the African queen of Negus. And so it must be stated that this is a divine queen. This is just not no queen. This is just not no king. This is a king and a queen ordained by God.